Welcome to the Untamed and Unchained. It's your cousin, the real LaDonna, and yes, I am back with another episode. So I guess where we'll start is I shared something personal with some of my friends on Facebook. I opened myself up to do a 23andMe. And so a 23andMe is like a genetic test. And so what you do is you order the kit comes in. Also, I did a whole video of this. So the kit comes in and it gives you instructions of how to take the 23andMe. And now, like I said, I shared it with all of my friends on Facebook. And let's just say a family member was upset that I did it. I'm not sure why this family member will be upset that I did it, but I'm going to give you a little background of something. And I'm only going to give you a little because I'm still trying to figure out how I can tell this story. And so this is a way for me finding out genetically my nationality. He was upset because I did the DNA. And so he sent me like a little message and was trying to give me a background on my great-grandfather. Okay. And which is something I already knew about my great-grandfather because my mom told me. And someone close to her told her. Her dad told her. And then I think another family member told her. But I know her dad told her. And something happened with my great-grandfather. And at the time of me wanting to take the 23andMe, I'm not even thinking of anything except for I want to take this 23andMe. I want to know genetically who I am, where do I get certain traits from. And so I do this thing, and in my mind, I'm doing the 23andMe for me and my family. This is what I'm trying to figure out about me and my family. Okay. And so he sent me a message and was trying to tell me about my great-grandfather, which, like I said, I already knew, the situation, but I never exposed anything in the video. I never said anything in the video about my grandparents. I never said anything. So when he messaged me with emojis and mad emojis and angry emojis and sad emojis, and then to tell me not only about my great-grandfather, but to tell me we know who you are. In other words, I don't need to know who I am. That kind of pissed me off. Because who are you to tell me that I don't need to know where I come from or who I am? Like, really? Let me explain something. This is a distant cousin, but on this one, for me, distant cousin means I know you my cousin. We ain't never hung with each other. We ain't never done nothing. I just know you my cousin because that's what they said. Okay? So then, after these emojis and trying to tell me I don't know who I am, and, and he know these people and maybe I should come talk to him. So I said, I don't need to talk to you. I got a mama. And first off, when he first started messaging me, I hit him with what are you talking about? Because I didn't understand what I did in my video mention anything about my granddaddy. I didn't mention anything about my grandma, my granddaddy. I didn't mention shit about nothing. So why would you try to come for me or hit me with the great-granddaddy shit when I already know it? And then for you to go on Facebook and try to hit me with it. But you talking about we shouldn't want nobody to know. Know what? Like I should be ashamed. And that's what I told him. I said, I'm not scared. Are you ashamed of who you are? People can't be ashamed for protecting their family. And you know what? And people need to stop making people feel like they should be ashamed for taking care of their family. So anyway, So I'm trying to wrap my head around all this, okay? Because I'm up early in the morning. My daughter got a 23andMe and was supposed to take hers, and we was really thinking about doing it at the same time. And I knew we was gonna record it, and so I got up early in the morning. Did this test or whatever. If I'm doing a DNA test, what do they got to do with anybody? What do they got to do with anybody? Okay? If these gonna clone me, they're gonna take my DNA and put my DNA in some other shit, and they're gonna take my DNA and do what the want to do with that goddamn motherfucking DNA. Make 10 of me, bitch, because you can't even deal with one of me. Okay? So, kind of rubbed me the wrong way. A lot of shit just don't sit well with me no more. And sometimes I have to talk to myself because I'm like, am I overreacting? I think sometimes I do. But I think sometimes I overreact when people come for me. Anyway, so he sends another message back. And this is what gets me when motherfuckers keep messaging you. And he says, well, tell your mama to call me because you about to open up a whole can of worms. How me doing a genetic test about to open up a can of motherfucking worms? So I didn't even respond or whatever. No, yes, I did. I told him I wasn't the one. I said, you know what? I'm not the one. And what I mean by I'm not the one, I don't think I'm tough. But what I mean by I'm not the one is I'm not the one to go back and forth. I'm not the one to explain myself to you because I don't fucking have to. Who the fuck are you? So that's what I mean by I'm not the one. Nothing else. I'm just not the one to go back and forth with them fucker because excuse my language, cousins. Because you already see how I'm talking on this thing and I do not want to edit anything. So let me try to keep it as clean as I can. Okay? Because I don't want to edit this episode. I really don't. Like, I'm trying to genetically find out who I am. I'm trying to build a foundation, and I'm trying to build a history for my grandkids. If it's something out there that belongs to me and my family, I'm coming to get it. You think I give a damn about a can of fucking worms? How me doing a genetic test, opening up a can of worms, just like I'm talking to you on my podcast, and you probably confused as hell. That's me. Still confused. Because I'm confused on why you angry about me doing a genetic test about me. Me. My chromosomes. On both sides of my family. But how can you tell me not to get into something that's part of my history? That's part of me? You have never been there for me. You have never given me advice. You have never been there for my mother. So who are you to tell me what I should be doing? Because who you know. And see, one thing about me is I try so hard not to open up my can of tell your ass like it is. That's my can. See, I don't never say nothing. I let a lot of people think they doing and saying stuff, and I walk away. Because I know when I get done and I say what I say, it's war. It's war when I get done with this mouth. I know for a fact I've done it. That's what I try to avoid. You know what I'm saying? Not putting people's personal business out there when you come and attack me. When you think you can tell me something. So I guess what I'm trying to figure out is why would a family member be mad if I did a genetic test? See, my mama don't participate in stuff like that. And see, this year was a special year for me because my mama turned 70 this year. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to put like a family book together, which I did. I put a family book together of my mom and her parents. The beginning of the book was like my mom's mom and dad and her auntie and her uncles, and and I tried to get information for my mom um on her dad's side. Like my mom's mom and dad was married for years, and so my mom knows her dad. Like she knows that side, but for the book I was trying to get more pictures of her dad and get a little history of him. And because I had never met my grandparents when I was born. They were both deceased. Almost got a chance to meet my great aunt, but she died let me see, I think she died in December of 76. I was born February of 77. Yeah, something like that, mama told me. So I didn't get to meet anybody, So I wanted that part of that history for my mom. So now, it's a little emotional because why me doing something for me is offending. I'm supposed to hide who I am because of something a family member did. Shit, I did some shit. So is my grandkids supposed to hide who they are because of my actions? But I really did the 23andMe because being as young as I was, we went from, okay, so nigger, nigga, Negro, black, African American. It is grants out there. It is land. It is property. It is things out there for you. You have to prove that you are these things. Anybody gonna tell you? You gotta research. Look it up. That's what level I was on. We battling COVID and stuff. And what are you talking about? I would tell anybody, go get tested. Like I said, I'm not worried about you cloning me. I'm not worried about you doing none of that stuff to me. I need research purposes. And if you want to take my DNA and you want to research it and you want to put DNA in somebody else and you want to clone me and all, like I said in the beginning, bitch, you can barely handle one of me. Okay? You gonna go try to clone me and make one that's gonna listen, that's gonna be tamed and chained? Because I'm untamed and unchained. That's why this podcast is Untamed and Unchained Podcast. Because we speak. Like I told y'all, I would be sharing experiences. I would be sharing my opinion. I would be sharing just parts of me because I know I'm not the only one going through stuff. And when I see stuff on TV or hear different podcasts or hear different stuff on YouTube, sometimes me and them people be talking about the same thing. So I know it's other people out there that think alike. They call them great minds think alike. In my situation, I'm different. I've always been different. I never marched to the beat of other people's drum. I tried to. It wasn't me. I just didn't fit in. So I came and made me my own little thing. And only people that's different like me can get in my circle. And sometimes a lot of people don't like to be different because they don't want the cool people to know that they're different, because cool people don't like different people. They think different people are weird people. And they think that them being good is better. That bull crap. That type of stuff. We ain't doing that over here. We do this over here. We respect each other's opinion minds. We respect each other on every level over here. That's what we do over here, cousins. I just had to get up And I had to tell you guys, I didn't even record myself video wise talking about this because I really, really, really needed to get this off my chest. And so now I'm very anxious. And I'm very anxious to see what ethnicity I am. I mean, like, all these different, this is crazy. Like, they have stuff on there like from South America, and if you was Colombian, and I mean, like, this is, I'm intrigued. I really am, to see. And I'm just that type of person. I like to experience different things. I like to experience new things. So this is something new. And I'm just not sure why a family member tried to damper what I wanted, what I'm doing. You know, make sure you guys, I mean, this is so boggling. I'm not even gonna keep the podcast going. I said what I had to say. I will get back on here if I need to address it again. Also, I will get back with you guys to let you know what the results were. Make sure to shop sexyladiesboutique.com/shop. Okay, and check out some of the t-shirts and hoodies and stuff that we got. We got makeup cases, uh yeah, makeup bags over there. So just make sure you guys check it out. Thank you, cousins, so much for listening to me and for letting me vent to you guys. Make sure you guys go do the 23andMe. I think it would definitely be good genetically to find out traits and all of that to pass down to your kids. Also, for family members that, a lot of family, left things behind and you can't claim them because you can't prove that you're family. Stop giving them free shit. They've already taken our stuff. If I gotta die because I want to get some land, then prepare my bed. But reality is reality. And I think the older you get, you start realizing what reality is. So once again, cousins, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I try not to get emotional. Make sure you guys tune in to the Untamed and Unchained podcast. And yes, I will get that video together. I'm trying to get my YouTube page together so you guys can head over to the YouTube and see videos and stuff like that. So thank you guys for tuning in to the Untamed and Unchained podcast. This is your cousin, the real LaDonna, and until next time, be safe, wear a mask, stay untamed and unchained like we are. Bye, cousins.